Hello and welcome to Miracle English Language and Literature Institute. I'm Professor Abha Sharma, and today we'll discuss some questions which might help you for the forthcoming UGC-NET exam in English literature. Question number 1. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper. Who is the poet of these most quoted lines of any 20th century poet writing in English? These 4 lines by Thomas Stearns Eliot, writing as the conclusion to The Hollow Man in 1925. Question number 2. Who delivered his well-known statement against the slave trade on June 16, 1795, in an atmosphere decidedly unfriendly to abolitionists? Yes, Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Question number 3. In his classic essay, The Art of Fiction, which was written in 1884, he argued against rigid prescriptions on the novelist's choice of subject and method of treatment. He maintained that the wildest possible freedom in content and approach would help ensure narrative fiction's continued vitality. Henry James. Question number 4. His best-known works include Typee, 1846, a romantic account of his experience in Polynesian life, and his whaling novel Moby Dick, 1851. His work was almost forgotten during his last 30 years. Who is he? Herman Melville. The novel's title is a reference to the flow of arguments in debate, and a series of these exchanges tell the story. Instead of a single central plot, there are a number of interlinked storylines and recurring themes. Published in 1928, it is Huxley's longest novel and was notably more complex and serious than his earlier fiction. Point, counter, point. The style of Shakespeare was in itself ungrammatical, perplexed, and obscure. His works were transcribed for the players by those who may be supposed to have seldom understood them. They were transmitted by copiers equally unskillful, who still multiplied errors. They were perhaps sometimes mutilated by the actors for the sake of shortening the speeches, and were at last printed without correction of the press. This is an excerpt from A Preface to Shakespeare by Samuel Johnson. Dash is a remote signing device conceived by a writer, Margaret Atwood, in 2004 and debuted in 2006. It allows a person to remotely write in ink anywhere in the world via tablet, PC, and the internet, and a robotic hand. It also allows for an audio and video conversation between the endpoints, such as a fan and author. While a book is being signed, this is an excerpt from what it is called? Long pen. 8. Rivon or Over the Range is a novel by which writer? Which was first published anonymously in 1872. The title is also the name of a country supposedly discovered by the protagonist. It satirizes various aspects of Victorian society, including criminal punishment, religion, and anthropocentrism. Samuel Butler. Shaw expounded his philosophy that humanity is the latest stage in a purposeful and eternal evolutionary moment of the life force toward ever higher life forms. The play's hero, Jack Tanner, is bent on pursuing his own spiritual development in accordance with the philosophy as he flees the determined martial pursuit of the heroine, Anne Whitefield. In the end, Jack ruefully allows himself to be captured in marriage by Anne upon recognizing that she herself is a powerful instrument of the life force. Since the continuation and thus the destiny of the human race lies ultimately in her and other women's reproductive capacity, the play's non-realistic third act, the Don Juan in Hell dream scene, is spoken theatre at its most operatic and is often performed independently as a separate piece. In Man and Superman, the plot centers on two characters, namely Leon and Cynthia, who initiate a revolution against the despotic ruler of the fictional state of Argolis, modeled on the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. Despite its title, the poem is not focused on Islam as a specific religion, though the general subject of religion is addressed and the work draws on Orientalist archetypes and themes. The work is a symbolic parable on liberation and revolutionary idealism following the disillusionment of the French Revolution. Name the work and the author. P.B. Shelley's The Revolt of the Islam. If you are really interested in cracking NET, please go through all my 200 videos. You have to make notes out of them. You have to watch them judiciously, one by one, topic by topic. They will be very helpful to you because many people have written back to me that they have cracked and have been successful in various exams, including NET, masters, and many other exams watching my videos. So do not leave even a single one. If you do not find them in the playlist or in the list of the videos on the channel, do write to me, do comment asking for that particular video. I'll give you the link. So please do not ignore this. If you're really interested and for more, you can come to Jaipur and join the institute. Best of luck. Thank you.